Hi, I'm Greg Louganis, and I just want to give a shout out to Tyler and Charlie and their Olympics or Bust, and all the charity work that they're doing, for underprivileged and disabled athletes. I think that's a wonderful idea and wonderful venture, and thanks for your support.
I'm here with Greg Louganis. I'm honored to be alongside him, who is one of the greatest Olympians of all time, I will say. He wouldn't tell you that, but it's true. You haven't been back to the Olympics in a long time. You were just telling me
since Atlanta.
Atlanta was the last one that you went to.
Atlanta was the last one that I went to.
Okay.
But,
have you ever thought about going back? To
no,
watch?
Just
yeah,
to watch.
as a spectator.
As a spectator? Yeah. I mean, I think I did go to the Olympics in Albertville, so the Winter Olympics. The Winter Olympics are so cool because it's
more of a party. A lot of people say it's certainly partying athletes, and
it's much more party atmosphere, much more relaxed.
Yeah.
Until you get to the figure skating.
Yes.
The figure skating can be a little cutthroat.
Is figure skating your favorite sport, or?
You know what? I love the figure skating.
Okay.
With my dance background and coming from gymnastics, I really enjoy the figure skating.
Cool. Anything you're excited to see with Vancouver coming up?
With Vancouver, well, since I met Louis Vito, so it's like, with snowboarding.
Yeah.
I mean, that is way cool. I mean, when I was in Albertville, I was reporting on the freestyle skiing.
Yeah.
The aerial skiing and the moguls and all that stuff, interviewing some of the athletes. And that was a blast because, and it's a lot like diving.
Yeah.
The only thing is they're diving into snow.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
And they have to land on their feet.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought of it that way. So actually, Tyler and I recently went back to film a segment at the LA Coliseum, where obviously you spent a lot of time, and you were recently back there too for the 25th anniversary. So what was that like? What was it like going back there 25 years later?
It was pretty amazing. The 25th anniversary of the '84 Olympic Games. I mean, the people that were there. I mean, of course, the big names were Edwin Moses and Mary Lou Retton.
Yeah.
They were kind of the headliners, but just to see, Evelyn Ashford, who I hadn't seen in years.
Yeah.
And Jeff Float, all these incredible, Juliana McNamara. I mean, all these people that I hadn't seen in all these years, because our lives have just gone kind of separate ways, and just to meet up and and see all these people. Janet Evans, she's pregnant with her second child. And, I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see a lot of these people.
Did it take you back to that opening ceremony? Like, did the stadium feel the same? Did it feel smaller because it wasn't full of people?
What? I didn't go to the opening ceremony.
Oh, that's right.
I also didn't go to the closing ceremony.
That's right.
The only opening ceremony that I've ever been to at the Olympic Games was in Montreal.
Okay.
That was my first and only opening ceremony that I ever went to.
Wow.
So I mean, I watched the opening and closing ceremonies on TV.
Yeah.
But my concern was I was afraid that I'd just get so wiped out. Diving was at the end,
right.
So I was afraid I was going to go to the opening ceremony, get all hyped up, have a great week of workouts, and then be flat for the competition.
Right.
So in order to avoid that, I just kind of focused on my training.
Got it. We couldn't believe that they actually took down the rings from the stadium. Did you see that when you were there? They replaced it with like a beer ad or something.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible.
I mean,
and then the last thing, would you just do a little shout out to the camera? Is that okay?
Oh, God.
Was that too much? Was that
That's
mouthful?
like way too much. Hi, I'm Greg Louganis, and I just want to give a shout out to Tyler and Charlie and their Olympics or Bust, and all the charity work that they're doing, for underprivileged and disabled athletes. I think that's a wonderful idea and wonderful venture, and thanks for your support.